I didn't hit anything.
And we're live. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
There's 5 of us.
Hi, Summer. Hi, Betsy.
Hi, Tangi.
Ponis.
I'm going to have to open this
All
on
right.
my phone to say hello.
You might have wanted to commit with the accent.
Oh, my goodness.
What is
Sorry
that?
about that.
Oh,
How is everyone?
so
Are you all
what we're
excited
gonna?
for 2021?
Yes, yes,
It's
I
got
am.
to be greater.
Does
I think
everybody
we're-
have a drink?
I do.
I drank
All right.
one
Yeah.
just before we started.
We made it. 2020
Skull.
is done.
Skull.
Pretty much.
The last season of Vikings came out today, so I've been watching it. So I'm like, Skull.
Oh, it
You know.
did? I want to see that because I was
Me
waiting to see
too.
what happened.
I'm like,
Yeah,
cancel.
No
Telling.
spoilers.
I didn't even know that there was another one coming.
It's the last one.
The last one.
Yes. I mean, not yes that it's the last one.
I was going to say, yes, it's
out.
ending. Or
I mean, I'm just now
Let's
catching
see.
up on Supernatural. I'm like on season 4. I just started season 4.
I've been
Wow, I'm still in
rewatching
season
that
2.
during my workouts.
Yeah. All right. So what we have here is a series of questions, and we did this like really fast right before we went live, guys. I was still editing them right before we went live. So we're just going to ask a series of questions about our 2020 and our 2021. So let me put the first one up here, if I can find it. All right. So who wants to start?
I'll start.
Go for it.
This is going to be easy for me. I took this and I turned it into this. I'm extremely proud of my book. It was a major accomplishment. It took so much time for me to actually manifest it, put it into reality, to learn while I was doing it, like, how do I do it? And it was an amazing experience, and I'm really proud of myself. I am.
You go, girl.
Yeah,
And
that is awesome.
And thank you for all of your support.
Amazing.
All of you. Thank you.
Who wants to go next?
Well, let's just go clockwise. I think what I'm most proud of this year is how I got to know myself better in the midst of all of this craziness. And I have grown a lot spiritually, personally, and that is something that, like, the growth that I have experienced within myself this year is something that, like, before that would have been for like 5 years or so. So everything was really accelerated this year. And I'm proud of myself in how I handled certain situations.
Wow.
Right on.
Yes.
Cortney, what about you, honey?
You know, I'm kind of following in the same lines as Maria. I'm really proud of the growth this year that I never expected. And some things I didn't even see needed to change, but I realized it did, you know, out of the chaos. And also getting to know myself better, definitely looking within more. But I think strength is like overall what I'm most proud of this year, because I know we all had it rough this year, but we really had it rough, and it took a lot of strength just to keep going and getting up every day. So I am so proud of myself and my family for doing that. And
Very good, honey.
Very.
For me, first of all, surviving. Okay, 2020, surviving. And yeah, going in deeper, because I was like bedridden pretty much for like 2.5 months this year. And I tell you, I could have just been like down in the dumps and just feeling sorry for myself and all that. But I didn't. I took the opportunity to do a little bit of me time, do a little bit of, a lot of soul searching and deep diving into my shadows, doing shadow work and tons of, which I will show you. And Cortney, you were right along the ride with me, honey.
I'm in tears right now because I'm like just realizing how much we really did grow together like this year.
When we couldn't think of doing a tarot anything. I mean, I was going through my decks and everything because I was just in bed all the time. So I'm like, what can I do? I didn't want to just watch TV. I didn't want to be glued to the TV, although I did that too. But I did so much shadow work and doing all kinds of different kinds of spreads. And then I would tell Cortney, so she was doing. Yeah, it was some major lessons learned, especially about what I'm made of. So yes, that's what I'm proud of. What about you, sis?
I agree with that. What you said. I think 2020 was a year of definitely finding out who you are and what you're made of. And I guess what I'm most proud of, besides my kids, because my oldest just had another baby, was managing our time, and still being able to spread love. Because working a physical job during the day takes a lot of time, and then coming home and being with kids, I was still able to spread the love at work and online. And the biggest thing I learned to do was to keep my mouth shut, and that's not an easy thing to accomplish, and definitely getting better at that.
Me too.
I think
Do you know,
that's for all
I
of us.
literally wrote that
Same.
down. 2021 silence.
Yeah.
That's what I want to work on.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what some of the people are saying here.
Look at Betsy. Betsy said that she put her workshop together as a book and got it on Kindle this year.
Wow.
Way to go,
That's
honey.
amazing.
Trying really hard to give myself a pat on the back for how much I have grown. Way to go, sweetheart. That was April, Lady Blind Wolf. Do I need to channel jump, or can you all see my words? Well, 3 of us can see your words. The 3 on the top, because we're in the StreamYard, but the other 2, it depends on where you're at. So if you guys all want to go back and forth. Let's see. Oops. Yes, I would echo what Amber's saying. I put my workshop together as a book and I got it on Kindle. Fantastic. That is excellent. Where can we find that, Betsy? Do you have it over on your channel, or the information? Did you do a video about it or anything? Letting people know where they can get that? Because I do want to get that.
I believe she did. She's going to put it down, but I know she has some videos about her book, You Are Gifted, on her channel where she talks about it. And I know she's going to be doing a lot more.
Awesome. October Rainrock says, I can relate a lot, as there has been a lot of growing, healing, and tapping into some huge inner strength, but trying to stay humble and choose my battles wisely based on our situation. Right on.
Yeah.
I feel like this has been a year of fire for everyone.
Oh my goodness.
It's like going straight into the fire and transforming and melting in the process and reforming.
Yep.
Death and rebirth.
Yeah. Yep. How many of you guys, let's just show up hands, how many had any kind of confrontations on social media this year?
Nah.
I'll put it like that.
Only the ones I created.
Yeah. All right, let's move on here. Let's see. What lessons did you learn in 2020? Amber, you get to start out, sweetie.
Okay, great. This was a major year for me where I learned a lot of things, but I would say, I feel like I talked about this before, but I learned really how to trust myself. And that's something that I'm going to be working more on, but I know wash hands. I love that. I did learn how to wash hands also more than I do. I'm a teacher, so I'm used to washing my hands, but it's been twice as much. But really, to actually hear my inner voice and know exactly when it's talking to me. And that's been my greatest gift from this year.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it is.
What about you, Maria?
I learned to pick and choose my battles. I learned when it's time for me to speak my truth and when it's just a lost cause and people are not going to listen. And yeah, I learned to listen to my gut instinct a lot more and trust my intuition.
Right on.
Yeah, definitely trusting myself and others more. It takes a lot for me, especially meeting new people, to trust. And I think that has been challenged this year. And I'm thankful that it has been, because I met all you lovely ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I wouldn't take that back for anything. I had to do a lot of shadow work myself. And I think it was very much to move ahead spiritually or in life and be able to function. I had to learn how to forgive myself for things I felt guilty with, that I constantly battled within myself. And also appreciate those around me, because Rachele, you know, we've been through a lot this year too. Like Lady Blind Wolf said, we have also, I think there were times I would call you up, and if it wasn't for you, I don't know how I would have gotten through it. So really appreciating my family and those people that are there for me. And also one big one was that perspectives are way more than they appear. And we should be more open to it. A perspective is one person's truth, one fragment of a much bigger collective puzzle. And I feel like the world should open their hearts and be more open to listening to perspective, like observing more so than reacting type of deal. That was a big one.
Yeah.
I love
My
that.
gosh, that was a big one for me.
Beautifully.
Not always having to have a friggin' opinion just because I have one, right? That has been a big year. I don't know why I always feel like I have to have an opinion. Maybe because I'm a woman. And
I think we've been
women like to be
conditioned that way.
silenced.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what?
I also think we've been conditioned that way. You know, it's like you
Yes.
constantly have to input something, and you know, I just feel like it's a conditioned thing that everyone kind of does that. And
Yeah.
you don't really have to constantly give your energy away and put your energy into everything.
Yes. That has been a big part for me. Just because, I mean, gosh, it was such a huge year with, and I don't want to even say the P word, but, you know, it caused so much division that, you know, I could care less who you support. I just want to get to know you. You know what I mean? As a person, I want to get to know you. So no more jumping on bandwagons for me, and just, yeah, that was a huge lesson for me in 2020. So, and continuing on, because I do have a very big mouth. So hopefully learning how to, you know, shut it every once in a while. What about you, sis?
Yeah, kind of with what I said, answering the first question, is that right there, it's okay. Like we had talked about the other day, to have a voice, because it is important. But it definitely your delivery, and you know, people look at how you treat other people, and if you're constantly trying to defend yourself because of what you believe, that's all they hear. They don't hear, anything else except for how you treat other people. So, I mean, the biggest lesson is just no matter how you may feel, the fact that somebody else might feel differently, just give them love. Lots of love. And believe me, that's hard. And that's what 2020 taught me. And
Love
I'm
it.
getting better at it. Yeah.
Right on. Does anyone have family members that keep pulling them back from really making any progress on their own life? I'm going to have to just say no this year, or no this next year a lot. Yes, that has also been a huge thing for me this year, is learning to implement boundaries.
Yes.
Boundaries. And it's not about being selfish. It is about your own survival. What do you need as a person is not what somebody else thinks that you need. What you need is what you need.
Yep.
So, and not letting others dictate that. Yeah. Wow. We're all on the same path.
Mhm.
Objectivity and let go of opinion. Yeah. I'm not letting go of opinion per se, but I'm not all opinions. Not all opinions have to be stressed. And I'm going to try to pick and choose my words more better. Let's put it that way. Or I'm more respectful of not just myself, but of other people. So what else we got here?
Moon Crone.
Where are we at here?
Do you see Moon Crone's comment?
Oh, exactly. That is exactly right. How you make them feel. That is exactly what they will remember.
Right on.
Thank you, October.
Yeah. What? Thank you. Oh, absolutely. Let me put that up.
Is that my Scottish friend? I think so. I love you, honey.
It has been a hard year, but I think it's actually been a really good year for us for growth.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Definitely.
For people around the world.
Absolutely.
So, all right, let's move on. Let me find the next one. What do you want to create in 2021?
Okay. This is good. I'm going to be a little vague, but for me, I've been kind of wondering where I'm going to go with my book and what I'm going to do. And I swear on Christmas Day, it like hit me like a ton of bricks. I got the whole message downloaded. I know where I'm going. So for 2021, what I'm going to create is a strong foundation where I'm going to unify everything that I do around my mission. So it's going to take me some time. It might take me the whole year, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create that strong foundation for myself where I can actually, I guess, put into action my my soul, who I am, be more authentic.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Maria, what about you, honey?
One of the things that I really want to get started with, that I have been playing around with, the idea, is creating a tarot deck. That's something that I want to do. I don't know what that's going to look like. I have some ideas that I'm playing around with, but yeah, I definitely want to do that. I know it's not going to be something that happens really quickly, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to enjoy the process.
I'm going to buy it too.
I am hoping to get my book on Amazon this year. And I don't know, I got a couple things planned for my path with like more Nordic and ritual and ceremonial magic, and probably a lot more past life regression. And that's pretty much the only plans I have right now. I go where the wind takes me.
All right. We'll see if it's safe for me to turn my mic back on because of Mr. Man up there barking at probably somebody walking by. I'm actually, you guys know this, I'm actually working on a deck myself. And I don't know if it'll be ready in 2021, but it is what I am working on in 2021. So if it is going to be ready, it'll be ready by the end of 2021. And I'm not rushing it. And my guides have told me, don't rush it. Take your time. Do it right. Do it right the first time. Don't make any, well, obviously I'm going to probably make mistakes along the way, but yeah. But besides that, I just want to be more cohesive in what I'm doing. Have like a plan, you know, that's that Virgo energy, a plan of attack for what I want to do each month, you know, and be more organized in order to continue to be able to learn as much as I can, including about myself. So what about you, sis?
I'm going to create boundaries myself, just because of the time issue, and that I felt on top with everything that the lessons that I had learned. I did lose myself a little bit. So, and that's a learning process that I'm going to have to dive into quickly, because I want to learn a little bit more about palmistry so that I can share that. It's interesting, and I just haven't made enough time for myself to do it. So, and that's where those boundaries are going to come in.
That's excellent. That's good. And you know, you guys would laugh because yesterday in our private chat, my sister's hands were all inked up. Maria's hands were all inked up. I mean,
I got it off. It took a lot of scrubbing, but I got it off.
I told my sister I wasn't going to do it because I was getting ready to make a video where you could see my hands. You know, I just got done painting my nails and she wants me to put marks all over my hands.
Oh,
Like,
that's
well,
so
you could
funny.
just have them in there and tell everybody what you were doing. Like, yeah, that's true, but so that's excellent. Let's see. I want to grow my own business. Right on.
You can do
That
it,
is something
Betsy.
I want to do more of is the tarot readings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Rochelle's deck. I'm like dying to work with it already. I'll be waiting, counting the days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you already know what the theme is, right? It's
Yes.
not a tarot deck, guys. It's not
That's
a
why
tarot
I'm
deck.
excited.
I figured there's tons of tarot decks out there. I don't even want to mess with that, you know? But all right, let's see. Oh, the life of an artist is always something. Yes, exactly. I want to stay more focused and not get sidetracked. Right on.
I've tried.
Me too.
We're all works in progress, right?
Yeah, the force of the squirrel is mighty.
Yes, I love
Oh my
that.
goodness.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love it. All right, let's go on to the next. All right, Amber.
Okay. Where did 2020 take me spiritually? Well, it took me deeper into my channeling, and also accepting. I've accepted myself, and I've been that's something that I struggled with for quite some, actually my whole life, pretty much. I've struggled with that. You know, accepting who I am and what it is that I'm meant to do and what it is that I'm attracted to doing. I've pushed it away for long enough. I'm 40 now. It's time to to embrace it. So I've learned to, like, just now, just at the very end of 2020, to own that.
Right on.
Yes.
Maria.
Yeah, for me, I feel this year I really got into my spiritual side. And looking back on this year, I feel like everything that I've been doing before all those other years was just kind of dabbling in it. And this year I really went full on, like doing it, doing the rituals, celebrating the moon. Yeah, doing the readings, finally taking that leap and doing live readings on YouTube. So really embracing it. And I think I'm almost ready to come out of the tarot closet because I'm just enjoying this as like it's a part of me and I don't want to keep it a secret much longer. So I feel I'm almost ready to tell the people that I work with that I do this kind of thing.
Awesome.
Excellent. And you are such a good tarot reader.
You are.
It is what you need to be doing.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you.
What about you, sweetheart?
Well, it took me down many roads this year. Yeah. I think I got a bit more in touch with my darkness and discovered light work while working with darkness. Definitely better at like ritual and ceremonial work and channeling this year. I discovered a Norse past life and ancestry this year, so I'm really interested in that. Kind of came into my path big time. And yeah, I think just oh, and aliens. Sorry, I was trying to search my brain. I lost and forgot what I was gonna say. I'm like, what else did I learn this year? That's right, aliens, extraterrestrials. Who knew? You know, like before I was open to it, but also thought maybe not. Who knows? But this year that became like truth for me. So that was like a really big thing as well. Sorry for my minor lapse in my brain.
Honestly, I knew about aliens. My sister knew about aliens. Amber knew about aliens. Tangy knew about aliens.
I was scared of them though.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was for me, is I was more like afraid of the idea.
Me too.
And
Yes. Oh my gosh. The real question is, where didn't it take me spiritually in 2020? I mean, every friggin' thing I can think of. Seriously, of course, you know, I have to say this.
Aw.
Meeting all of you guys. I mean, I knew all of you guys before 2020. However, our connection, especially in the last couple of months, grew so intense, so deep. I feel like we have a major mission. I mean, I've got goosebumps and my hair is raising up. Right?
You
We've got
guys,
this stuff that we got to do.
I'm
and this
sorry
is part of it.
to interrupt you, but I wrote down as a goal that I needed to find a close group of friends, and I didn't know how and I didn't know where.
Mhm.
And it happened. And it's amazing. So
When did you write that down?
I wrote it down in the beginning of last year. I've got it in my planner and I wrote it again and again. And I wrote like, I don't know how, and we're going to talk about all this stuff and we're going to.
Well, check.
I did it.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Learning about astrology, Vedic astrology, Western astrology this year for me. Learning how to be more psychic, working on my psychic skills, writing my dreams down spiritually. And the later half of it, now with angels and angel connections and actually having experiences, shared experiences with some of you in here, actually all of you, with our dreams. I mean, synchronicities. I'll just watch something and the next day when we get in our like morning chat, the other person just watched something too. It is like so, it's like uncanny how it just keeps happening to us. So
Yeah.
spiritually, whew, just
And
like,
we each make up a day of the week. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
Do they know what we're talking about? We're each born on a different day of the week,
Completing. Yeah.
completing the week.
Right. That was wild. Yes. Let's see what everyone else is saying. I think I got a lot of them along the way, but Tangie, I didn't see that. She says, I am an alien. I think we all are aliens too.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Well, I don't think I'm human.
2020 took me spiritually was finding out, you know, that I'm a starseed. And with that, taking everything like that I've learned, you know, I'm 51. So from beginning to now, the ideas that I've had about myself, you know, I'm not egotistical. At least I tried not to be, but I was. And so taking a look at myself and actually being truthful with myself about the things that I need to work on was the biggest thing that I learned spiritually. So, and it was almost like 2020 brought me back to being a baby. And so 2021 is going to be growing up again and taking, or, you know, overcoming the other things of my personality, the dark side, you know,
Yeah.
so that I can use the force for good.
Right on. The force for good.
I love that.
May I add something to that too?
Of course.
Because she reminded me of it. I think one of the biggest like ahas for me this year spiritually too was my personal conclusion on different deities and stuff, or spirits being extraterrestrial or higher dimensional. And that was a big whoa for me.
October Rain Rock says, where did 2020 take me spiritually? Down some very interesting and surprising spiritual paths and roads, including other worlds, i.e. spiritual maps. That may sound strange. And dreamism? Oh my God, yes. Oh, probably dreams, maybe?
Mm.
Right on.
Probably dreams.
Oh my gosh, yes. Candy said, I can't imagine 2020 without finding this community.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Word.
is the best thing that came out of 2020 for me, especially
Same.
during this time.
Silver lining, yeah.
Yes. Stop isolating yourself. I agree. And reach out to others. Absolutely. We're all so similar, you know?
I need to learn that.
Just had to throw that in there.
I love that.
After this next year, my family may think I am an alien. Oh, let's see. I did also learn to change my opinion on some things, hexing as a good example. Yes.
Dreams, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it did. Yes, this community has been a huge healing blessing. Absolutely. That's a great point. The community really did beautiful things this year. So thankful to be here.
Me
Right
too.
on. All right, let's move on to the next one. I think we're making good time too, guys.
Yes.
Having 5 of us up here.
It's
One of my-
interesting.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was only going to say it's interesting too, because like with that comment, I think outside of us too, we've really watched people in the community that we're in grow too. Even if we don't really know them personally, but we know their face, we've watched not only us, but everyone grow this year. It's amazing.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What are you going to release in 2020? Oh, the biggest thing that I'm going to release in 2020 is me holding myself back. That's what I'm going to release. I'm going to release fear. And this goes into what I keep saying, but fear of who I am and what it is that I'm here to do. That's going to be what I release.
Right on.
Yeah,
that's the same for me.
Yep.
I also want to release fear. I want to do things from a place of love and compassion, and really take time to listen to people. I know I have my opinions, and I know it's not good to like just put my opinion on someone else. So I want to just listen more and understand why people think the way they do. And so, yeah, more understanding. And so releasing judgment.
Yes. I love that.
I do too.
What about you, Cortney?
Fear. Fear from busting through the boundaries I feel hold me back, not only mentally and physically, but spiritually as well. I think I really want to push myself out of that fear state. And then, of course, I will not accept anything negative, meaning I'm not going to accept anything less than what my family and I deserve. And we deserve to be happy and positive. So everything else has no room to serve me in the next year. So that's being released, thrown out my spiritual closet.
Right on. Yeah, definitely for me. Definitely, I always want to be the most authentic person that I can be, speaking my truth, but doing it in the most loving and respectful way. Yes, I'm not saying I'm not going to give my opinion. I'm still going to give my opinion. Maybe not on all things, but the things that I want to release is fear of being my authentic self. I want to be able to shine in who I am. And if people don't like that, I don't care.
Can
I'm
I
going to
say
be
right
me.
on?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm releasing.
Love it.
That's forgiving myself for any stuff that I did wrong in 2020. And I am forgiving anybody that also, I had any beefs with or anything like that. Don't sweat it. It's all good here. So what about you, sis?
That's the same. Fear and negativity. Just keep plugging along. But that's my goal, is to release that fear and negativity. And that's the biggest thing is I think religion growing up is what kept me from being in touch with my gifts. And there's so much more that I know now, even over this last year, that things got twisted in translation of scripture I've read. And we're not just talking about the Bible. I'm talking about, pretty much scripture, anything in history that's been written and you can get your hands on it. Translation gets twisted, and you just have to receive it here. And that's what I'm going to let go of as far as fear. Anybody that is trying to control you or manipulate you and make you feel like what you're doing is spiritually wrong. Because one thing I wanted to say, Cortney, knowing you is like that alone, because you are so sensitive, you're sweet, you're caring. And if I didn't know you and went to your channel, I'd be like, oh my goodness. Whoa. But no, that alone tells me that, gosh, there's so much more than just what people believe. Your heart and,
Thank you. I really appreciate that. But don't tell my secrets. Gosh, I have a reputation here. No, I'm kidding. Thank you. That was really sweet, though. I appreciate that.
no problem.
And for Queen of Wands, and currently I feel like a knackered slug. That's Queen of Wands energy, I feel.
That is hilarious. A knackered slug.
Story of my life. Oops, I'm so sorry. I meant to click more comments.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not too.
Where am I at? Is that the one I wanted? Oh, wait a minute. You're further down. Hang on. I wanted to get this one really quick.
Yeah, you're young, Moon Crone.
See, it's moving so fast I can't keep up. All right, here we go. What I'm going to release in 2020, more urban living to embrace the more wild and untamed way of it. That is excellent.
I love it.
I like that.
Letting go of what does not serve is a big goal for 2021. Right on. The high beings on earth. Right. Fear of expressing who I really am. Exactly. That is my main thing, honey.
Me
Don't
too.
be afraid to express who you are. That's when we shine, right?
That's it.
Listen, we all are pieces of the bigger puzzle. The puzzle would not be full if you weren't in it, and you weren't, and you weren't, and you weren't. It would not be full without each and every single person.
True.
Yeah, I think this year was all about finding ourselves, and next year is expressing ourselves.
I think it was also about like realizing when people come at you for anything you're doing or when you're expressing your authentic self, like when people come at you for that, I think this year was also realizing that that's more of a them problem than a you problem.
That's
So don't
exactly
let that get to you, you know, and I think that's why a lot of us have a fear sometimes of backlash or whatever, but that was
I love
another.
that, Cortney.
So true, Moon Crone. I have got to let go of this feeling and belief that I am too old to follow my dreams. My son says I talk like I have one foot in the grave and the other foot on a banana peel and not just 52. You know what?
You're still breathing, though.
Your son is
young.
absolutely right. 52 is the new 30, okay? Just no.
Does that mean I'm 20?
Oh my God.
Exactly.
I'll take it.
But you know what?
Me too.
I'm going to be turning 50 years old in January. My husband's going to be turning 50 years old in February, and we are going to go get our first tattoos at 50 years old together after his birthday.
That's awesome.
Love
That is
tattoos.
amazing. I can't wait to see them if you can show them to me. I don't know.
I'm not putting it in a place where as it sags, it's going to look really bad, okay? Just saying. Most of it's already sagging, so it's probably going to be something like right here, and I'm thinking maybe the Merkaba.
That ooh,
Yeah.
I
That's
love
cool.
that.
The
Yeah.
Merkaba. Yeah.
Moon Crone, my dad is, I wrote it, my dad is 78, and I'm on him that he needs to start his channel because he does these amazing workouts. And I'm like, you need to start your channel. He's 78.
Wow. Yeah.
You're very young. Go for it.
None of us are done as long as we continue to walk Mother Earth's skin. Right on. But if I had an anti-gravitational art crafting chair, I wouldn't feel like a knackered slug. It's funny because the girls got me a See, Hear, and Speak No Evil skull set for Christmas. And I thought, yeah, that's probably a good way to go into this next year looking at things. Yes.
Interesting.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, okay. This is easy because everyone, if you saw my channel, you must have seen me work with it all of 2020. A lot of people got really sick of it. They told me it was the wild unknown. I was so into it all of 2020. It was just something about the openness, the space, and the it wasn't complicated, something like that. But I loved it. I worked with it all of 2020.
Excellent.
Yeah, for me, I got the Haunted House Tarot, and I got this in, well, I think I got this in summer, but I started working with it towards the end of September, and I'm still working with it. I love it. I do all my life readings with this, and it is just such a good read.
Mine is I got this deck this year earlier in the Dark Grimoire Tarot based on the Necronomicon.
Oh, cool.
And I tell you, the way it is set up, my first impression of it, I wasn't happy with it. But then I started working with it and the system it uses. I love the art and stuff. It's kind of dark. But the thing is, this is like a shadow work deck. Like this, if you want your shadow work done with help of the tarot, this is like, I recommend this deck. And then I was undecided between this one and the Hush Tarot for my favorite. Rachele gifted me my first tarot decks as a gift, and this deck's absolutely stunning. And
Was
it's
that your first tarot deck?
No, not my first, but the first one gifted to me from
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And I mean, it's lovely art as well. I won't hold up too much time, but just show a couple, like, absolutely
nice
like beautiful cards. Just that might be upside down. Is it? Yeah, stunning. And this one I use for multiple purposes, by the way, and it does really well. And books, too many to name.
I love that one, Rachele.
I can't talk too much because he's going crazy. So if somebody can take over this for a minute, mine was the Light Seers as usual.
I love the Light Seers. Who else has the Light Seers?
I don't yet, but I saw hers and I do like it.
It's really beautiful. The colors. Who in the comments has the Light Seers?
I probably should have mentioned the
Curious.
occult tarot too, because them are great for like ritualistic.
Is it near you?
Yeah.
Ooh, show us, because I don't have the occult tarot, and I don't have the Necronomicon one.
This,
Based on the
I love the case that it comes in.
Ooh.
And it's pretty much off of the Lesser Key of Solomon or the Goetic demons.
Interesting.
They come with like their sigils and all, and instructions to help work with these cards while invoking or doing actual rituals with these spirits. So it's kind of like helping you hijack a shortcut to working with them in communication or ritual. So I really like that deck too.
Very interesting. So if anyone's interested in working with demons,
Rachele has
is it only demons?
that one is Rachele has one though that has the angels that are the counterpart to these demons.
Because they're two sides of the same coin. We forget about that.
Right. You have the shadow side and then the face of the angel.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love the Light Seers. It's still another one which I forgot to grab because my hands were full when I came down the stairs. As it was probably my second favorite, or maybe my favorite in 2020, if I'm being honest, was the Bone Stone and Earth Flesh.
Oh, that one was
I
lovely.
love that too.
I love that deck.
Yes.
And sis,
I'm ignorant of it because I just have the one that you got me. I've never, and don't throw anything at me. I've not bought one deck. So, I will probably dive into it a little more this year, especially because you said you were going to gift me some and the palmistry ones that you were telling me about, those I'll probably start there.
I got to tell you, before you came in here, I was telling the girls that I actually pulled out 11 decks that I'm going to be giving to you, right? 11 of them. Some are tarot and some are oracle that I'm probably just not going to use. And I would rather that you have them. And when I told Maria that you only had one, she goes, we got to do something about that. That's got to change.
You need to tell me which decks you're giving her, because I'll give you some too. I've got quite a few that I could give you.
That's awesome.
I love
to start with. You'll have
I
a whole bunch
appreciate it.
to
Thank
start
you.
with.
Yeah. That one's just not going to cut it anymore, sis.
No.
That just doesn't work.
Yeah, especially as a member of this group.
Okay. All right.
Exactly. Let's see what people are saying here. I don't have very many decks, but would like to collect for this next year. Yeah.
And you don't have to. Don't make us force you into collecting decks. Just if you feel it, you need to feel it.
Well, I'm curious by nature, so I mean,
Yeah,
I'll definitely be going through them.
And you know what? If you don't, whatever doesn't resonate with you, pass it along to somebody else.
Right.
Let's just get more tarot readers in the world. The world would be a better place if we had more tarot readers. Just saying.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes, it is Travis McHenry.
Do you have it near you, Rachele? It's okay if you don't. I'm just wondering.
Do I have a what?
Do you have that angel deck near you or no?
I don't. I
That's
didn't
okay.
bring it down.
I'll
I'm
see
sorry.
it later.
Favorite detail on a deck, the holographic edging on my This Might Hurt tarot deck is so much. Yes. What was my favorite deck for 2020? Mine would both the Wild Unknown deck alongside the Animal Spirit deck combined with a deck I made myself using old Memento Mori postcards. And that sounds really cool.
Very cool.
My son showing me some real dancing robots. Oh, that's cool. What do we got? Whoops.
Oh, Tarot of the She. Yeah.
That's
gotta
one of my
get
all-time favorites.
I don't
Yeah.
think I have tarot. Isn't that sad when I say I don't think I have? I don't think I have Tarot of the Sweet Twilight.
I've been,
You have how many? Like 100 decks?
Oh my.
A
wow,
lot of decks.
5 now.
I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or anything.
Yeah. So once in a while, I'm like, I think I have that deck. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Got to give some to Carla.
I'll take them.
I may go on and look for the she one.
You'd like that one.
Oh, I've been connecting with them
Oh,
lately.
yeah.
All right. Your favorite book of 2020?
Mm.
Can I say it's my own book?
Of course you can.
It is. It's my own book. But specifically, I only wanted to work with this book because I wanted to embody it and be true to it and use it. And I also didn't want to get confused by reading other books this year because I thought I might mix it like subconsciously. And I really didn't want to do that. So I stayed away from all other books this whole year. So it's my book.
If you wouldn't have chose your book, I would have thought there was something wrong with you. Just
Right?
saying. What about you, Maria?
I haven't finished a book. I started reading many books. I don't really have a favorite, but one that I rediscovered this year and that I love working with is this one. It's called The Secret Code. It's about the Arabian parts in the horoscope. And this is the only book that I could find that really has the descriptions, like what it actually means if a certain point is in a certain house. And I'm looking for more of this kind of material. So far, I haven't found it.
Did you say Arabian?
Yeah, Arabian parts. That's what they're called.
Interesting.
And yeah, I just love working with that, looking into the horoscope and finding all of these points and what that means. Yeah.
Ooh.
And what about you, Cortney?
Well, I've been reading the She. I'm not finished with it yet, but I like that one. I read Orly Stewart's Galatia this year. And the book I'm writing, but I think I'm also writing another one secretly here in my little junk journal. I would have to say this is my favorite because a lot of spiritual aha moments in there. Like my biggest moments that impacted me spiritually, I am documenting in there. And I want to pass it along to my boys to add to it as there you go. So I wanted to share that.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh, to just choose one. Who came up with these questions? Yeah, no, I mean, of course, Amber's. I mean, I have to say that because this is a book for self-empowerment and, you know, knowing your own worth and shining so that you can also affect other people. So that's a major one. This one. Oops. Yeah. Okay. This one.
I have to read that one.
This one.
Oh, cool.
This started my journey into learning how to start reading my own chart. It's like a work. And then from this, I went on to this and for Vedic astrology. And astrology opened up a whole other universe. I mean, literally, right? And did I bring
I'm so curious about that.
the cards for, which that should probably be part of another question, but so the books on astrology, I am also reading this one right now, which I absolutely love, the Sophia Code.
I'm interested in that one.
The She, I read that one earlier. I loved it. I thought it was so good, by John Matthews. I just finished reading The Four Agreements. That was so friggin' good. I highly recommend it for anybody. I wished I would have, read it earlier in the year. Would have probably helped me get through 2020 a little bit better. I read a book on the Anunnaki returning.
Really?
And I
What
just
is it?
finished reading
Do you know the
Emerald
title?
Tablet 101. What's that?
Do you know the title?
I think The Return of the Anunnaki.
The Testament of Solomon.
Oh, yes. Nice. So that's I can't just pick one. So that's why I grabbed a whole bunch of books to show you guys. And now all the angel stuff that I'm interested in and reading all that stuff. And this, I don't know why it took me so long to get this, because I've been getting the angel numbers, the synchronicity numbers for 20 friggin' years, right? I would always just say, oh, I must be on the right path, must be on the right path. Well, now there's actually a meaning behind different numbers. So that's me. What about you, sis?
Well, most everything that I have is either on a Kindle or on my phone.
Same.
But I do have some smut on there because I'm a dirty girl. But as far as for my journey into Palma Street, I found a good one called The Art and Science of Handreading. And I actually watched a couple videos from the author, and this is what made me buy it. Her name is Ellen Goldberg, and she wrote it with another person named Dorian Bergen, or Bergen, I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's almost like a textbook, and it's pretty good. I'm able to retain.
Very cool.
Yes,
Thank you,
actually,
Chris.
PDF Drive. I just have to say, as a teacher,
That's where I
went
get all my
remote.
books.
We went remote, and I got all of my textbooks and workbooks on there that I could give to my students. And I was freaking out because I couldn't give it to them, and then I found it all on PDF Drive. Awesome resource. Thank you.
Right on.
Exactly. See, I still kind of played in the rules. I just picked a pile instead of just one.
Love it.
My favorite books of 2020 are older books. I adore poetry books, but at the moment I have been drawn to Sarah Teasdale. I am also writing a book about a sacred site near me connected to Scottish witch trials. That is excellent.
I read about those. I actually want to go and see that soon. But yeah, also poetry. I've read a lot of Edgar Allan Poe this year too.
Oh, Curse
Very-
Forbidden books.
Oh, me too. Yes.
I have one that my brother gave
The
me.
code.
It's not in English.
The Codus Index, the Necronomicon. Because the Codus Index, if I'm saying that right, would be the book the devil wrote for that monk in a night, right?
Oh yes, yes. The Codex. I know which one you're talking about.
I just researched that too.
There are books in Kabbalah which are forbidden to be published. Some of them are being published, but they're forbidden to be translated right now. So I have one of them. They have all different seals for different things that you'd like.
Yeah, I found
pages
on PDF Drive. I recently downloaded a bunch on the Kabbalah and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Some are allowed to be published, but some are not.
Wow.
Bye, sweetie. Thank you for coming. And we love you too, honey.
Yes.
All right. So what deck do you want to explore in 2021?
Well, okay. I don't have it in front of me, but I have one that's kind of like with it. By Julia Cuccia Watts, The Journey into Ancient Egypt. I believe that's what it's called, Journey into Ancient Egypt. I always like start it and then I stop because it's got a lot in it. It's got real sky astrology and talking about the moon cycles in real sky astrology, and going deep into both what she learned when she traveled in ancient Egypt with what's his name, the famous
Archaeologist?
Yes, he's very controversial. It's not Zahi Hawass. It's the one that he can't stand. It's I just forgot his name, but whatever. She went there actually, and she began channeling different things and seeing things as
Aleister
they existed.
Crowley?
No.
Oh.
It's a guy that's alive right now. And he has some alternative thoughts about dates that he's saying are wrong according to his studies. And real sky astrology. So I really want to explore that. I'm probably the one person, like the least knowledgeable person, or the person that knows the least about astrology in the tarot community. So I need to do that, but I'm very into it. And then I want to go deeper again into the Isis Oracle with that. And because I just have this huge connection to Isis, and it has something to do with what I channeled. So I want to dive into that. And I'm curious about that demon and angel deck now. I think it's on my list now.
Yeah. I have some darker decks in my collection that I just haven't worked with yet and that I want to explore. One is the Ludi Lescott tarot deck, which just has really amazing artwork.
Oh, I love
and it's out of print now, I think. And I managed to get a copy right around the time when it was like getting to the point where it was out of print. So that's why I have like the Italian box. And instead of like doing the interviews with decks nowadays, the first question that I ask a new deck is, tell me something about me. And this deck gets me. This is like spot on. And another deck that is also dark that I just started working with is the Barbieri tarot. And that one's also pretty dark. And at first I thought I couldn't really read with this as tarot because it's pre-existing artwork that was just put on the cards. But it actually reads really well if I just go into the pictures and kind of not use the typical RWS meanings too much.
I have not worked with the Santa Muerte deck as much as I want to, since she sent me this one too. But Santa Muerte is a spirit that I definitely want to do like a path work with and connect closer to in the new year. So I think this deck can help me out with that. I already feel closely related to her. So I can't wait to explore that when I get to it.
That's very cool.
She's Tangi said, "This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius." You know that song?
Yes.
She said, "Now, ugh." Now she's singing that song and driving her kid nuts.
Why do I always think of Logan's Run or something whenever I hear like the age of Aquarius? Did anyone ever see that movie? It's crazy.
I
Logan's
don't think so.
I'm not sure.
It's from the 70s.
So for me, I really want to further explore the art history for past lives, that particular, and go through that. Go through all like 21 spreads for the one life that I'm working on. And I also, the one that you had showed me that you got, Amber, the Past Life Oracle by Mandy.
Mandy Tarot. I forgot her name, but it's
Patterson?
mandytarot.com, I believe.
I think it's Patterson or Peterson or something like that.
Yes.
Well, my daughter got it for me for Christmas. It's not here yet. So I want to explore into that one too. So a lot of like past life stuff I really want to delve into, as well as, of course, astrology. I want to keep on going with that, and angel stuff. So yes, the angel and occult tarot, those. And actually, I have been working more with, believe it or not, these angel cards, and I love them.
I have that one as well.
So I love them. And sis, the ones that I am sending you is like the Joie de Vivre, several oracle decks, more oracle decks. But what were you thinking as far as
Well, that sounds great, but I really liked what you were talking about with that past life. That's like really interesting. Very
excellent? I'm like losing sound here.
Oh, Kavita says there's a Real Sky astrology deck. Very interesting. I didn't know that.
I want to get that past life thing, you and Maria. Ponas, I love that comment so much. I was thinking the same a little earlier. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Primordial. Ooh.
And Carla, you had also talked about the palmistry decks, getting some palmistry decks.
Oh, most definitely. I'm going to purchase one. I've been looking at them already. So,
Awesome.
yeah, I think that will help. Help me to retain, almost like flashcards.
Exactly. I use a lot of my decks that I don't read like in tarot, but I use them for learning because they are like flashcards. And I learn more easily with flashcards than I do trying to find that page again, right? And I don't like marking all in my books. People will highlight them. I don't like doing that. So that's why I prefer cards. What deck would I like to explore in 2021? I think I'd definitely be open to suggestions, although I do seem to be drawn to Raw, Untamed, Wild, and darker decks, yet at the same time, I am very drawn Ocean. Very cool. Another deck that I really loved was the Titanic one. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah.
No.
I do.
Amy over at Strength Reversed had that. It is so friggin' awesome.
I like that they put real people on the court cards that you can actually research that were on the Titanic.
Oh, wow.
That is cool.
That's really cool.
Do either of you have the Real Sky Astrology Tarot? Any of you?
No.
I see it here. I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you, Kavita.
I do want to find decks like that help you with ancestor stuff too. past life and ancestor stuff. That's
And Ponus is having deja vu. Interesting.
this happened already though. I get it at least like 4 times a week lately.
See, the Ancestral Path Tarot, I do have that, but I don't ever hardly use it because it is so big. It's so big. It's hard for me to shuffle.
I like big cards, but they are hard for me to shuffle. But you know what? I just found the Real Sky Astrology Workbook, a tarot artist's guide using tarot precession and ancient Egyptian astrological symbols to navigate the hard aspects of your astrology chart.
Wow.
Interesting.
Why did you almost have a panic attack? Do you have like a past life memory of the Titanic, Betsy?
It's what came to my mind.
Oh, wow. Especially in a panic attack where you can't breathe, like you're drowning.
My son will break out in them around like water, like lakes and stuff, but he feels like he was my uncle that passed away drowning in a previous life.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh. All right, let's move on to the next one. Where do you see your spiritual path heading in 2021, Amber?
This has a lot to do with what I said before. I've been just trying to actually live this more and more in different ways. And I'm just going to continue to work with it and understand it and live it. Like, for example, I've been doing a lot with it. I'll show you one little example because a lot of it is very personal, but like in my planner, I wrote down one section. I wrote, in case of ego emergency, read in case of ego emergency. And so I have this every single day, just in case. And it says, I wrote, in case the ego tries to tell you that if you don't know every step first, certain disaster will occur. And it's just a section from the book that I wrote down. So I'm just trying to incorporate it in my everyday life more and more. And there's a lot more that I need to channel. And I'm just going to be going deeper into that. And I've noticed that kyanite really helps me to channel and to open this area. So I've just been wearing kyanite a lot, and I'm just I just want to move deeper into whatever I've started.
Betsy said the Titanic victims screaming in unison was my first big channeling experience. Holy cow.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Mine was a fire.
What about you, Maria?
Interesting.
I definitely want to get more into working with angels, especially with the one behind me, Gabriel, and my birth angels, and see if I can connect with them. That is definitely something that I want to do. I want to explore the whole dream walking thing that I've talked about with Cortney a lot more, and see if I can enhance my dreams. Like this year, since this summer, especially since all of us got together, like I've had so many dreams. I usually have maybe like 2 dreams a year that I can remember. And now all of a sudden I have so many dreams that I actually remember in the morning. And so I want to see what I can get out of that. And then, just really live my spirituality, especially do like a lot more tarot readings and have that as part of my everyday life and not just something that I do on the weekends.
Right. I love that. What about you, Cortney?
Probably, like I said, a little bit of Norse magic, past life regression, astrology and ancestry. Probably a bit more with dream work as well. Yeah. And I want to see how far I can go with how many actual demon path works I can fit into next year. I'm just kind of interested to see what I can figure out and uncover with these guys. So
for me, more angel work, definitely angel work. I'm drawn to it. More work with Sophia and activating all of the codes in that, the key codes. Working on my own ascension and definitely working with Amber with the art of cosmic creation. Working on building my psychic abilities. Astrology, of course, past life stuff. I think that's all part of it. Shadow work, know thyself, right? So I want to keep on learning more about myself in different realms and different lives and you name it. What about you, sis?
The same. Just the key word is awakening, ascension. Keep following the path and definitely make more time for myself so that I can, dive more into instructional things, And I do love your book, by the way, Amber. I've been reading that also. And I'm going to win the lottery this year, so I think that'll help.
nice.
We'll build that commune, sis.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm there. Come on. We're witches. We can do this, right? We can do this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
We're witches.
Yep.
We can do this, right?
Sorry.
All right. So here's the last one.
What prophecy do I see in 2021? Oh my goodness. Well, for this, I actually pulled 3 cards, and it was quite amazing because for me, this past year that passed was my death year, and this year is my temperance year. And I pulled 3 cards. I got the 3 of Wands here. This for me, I see like a window opening, a vision, a different perspective, looking from one dimension into another. And then I got the 3 of Cups, which is, it reminds me of us right here and community and coming together. And then after that, I got Temperance. And for me, when I think of temperance this year, it's really about taking my core mission of who I am and allowing it to infuse all of the different, as I say in the book, domains of my life, all of the different areas of my life. And it's like this group, our community, is really going to be the catalyst to help me do that. I think that it's just by talking to people who are like-minded and sharing your ideas and sharing your perspectives that you become more of yourself and you help them become more of themselves and you just all grow together. So I feel like in 2021, there's going to be, in our tarot community, there's going to be a lot more community coming together and helping just each of us shine our light and grow. And that's what I'm hoping for.
Like that.
Right on.
Sorry.
He said right on too.
He agrees.
There he is. Yeah. So I don't know about prophecies, but I just pulled a card and I got the 8 of Cups. So yeah, I think a lot of us are finally gonna just walk away from everything that doesn't serve us, and we're just gonna determine, okay, this is what we need to release, this is what we need to keep, and yeah, really look at what's in these 8 cups and how many do we actually need. I think a lot of spiritual decluttering might happen, and we're gonna focus on what we really want and what can get us further. Like she's walking away, so the next step is like, what is she walking towards, and what does she find behind that hill? And I think that's going to be the next year.
I agree. I was going to say, I think this year kind of started a lot of major spiritual things and challenges and brought us unity. And I think we're just starting to discover our missions. I think next year will be most certainly about a lot more spiritual growth, leaving behind what doesn't serve us, like the other ladies said, and a lot more growth together as well. I can see our community reaching for the stars, man. Let that be the quote for next year. Let's reach for the stars, everybody, together. Rise it up.
Right on.
Yeah.
I need to find some new words. Just
Right on. Now I keep saying it though to everyone.
My
how
kid,
about groovy, baby?
I hear my kids say stuff like, "That's lit, fam." Man.
So here's what's funny. When you said that, that's why I put you up bigger when you started doing yours, Amber. So everyone, I should have been doing this all along. Sorry, guys. I'm slow on the uptake sometimes, but anyways, I decided to draw some cards too. Being a tarot reader, right? So I just got a chunk that came out. I'm definitely with you on the community bit, right? Time is of the essence. 8 of Wands, right? Leaving the crap behind us, right? Another momentum, you know, speeding of the message of just leaving. And I got the 8 of Cups like you did, Maria.
Oh, cool.
Leaving the old behind and walking into a better future because of the choices that we make. And there's Sully. Gotta let him in. And sis, what do you say?
I think that there's still one more person to complete our little group here. And that person, what'd you say, what day?
Wednesday is missing.
We're going to find Wednesday.
I love that. We're gonna find Wednesday.
Is that your prediction?
That's my prediction.
Yeah, because
So
then we have all 7
born on
days.
And everything else that you already said.
October, my Scottish friend says for the next year she's looking to be connected to a group.
What day were you born, sweetheart? I mean, I get that really doesn't matter, honestly.
Yeah.
It does not matter.
It's just like
A
a
cool,
thing that happened.
like,
We didn't do it on purpose.
I mean, what are the odds?
Exactly. We're just like, we're like the cool kids, you know?
Yeah. Goodness.
We're working through high school crap, you know?
Yeah. You want to sit with us? You got to be born on a Wednesday. Sorry.
That's funny.
Days of the Week Club.
we wear
Yeah.
black on Fridays. No
Yeah. And white on Mondays.
Lavender on
You guys.
Thursdays.
You got it.
Witchcraft on Thursday.
This was wonderful. Everyone, thank you so much. Let's see what everyone else had to say. Oh, let's see. So Tandy says, I see multiple objects coming to Earth, spaceships, asteroids, more light beams, and such. That could be good.
Yeah.
It
I
could
hope
be
it's
bad.
good.
I hope the
We're gonna
asteroids
say it's
miss us.
Exactly. Or that they're actually spaceships,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Towards a new and more rewilding direction. Also, what prophecy do I see in 2021? A new life and rewilding, both of which I feel are connected group too. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. See, they go so fast. Let's see.
I don't know what we're going to do if we ever did. Could you imagine having
Oh.
10K
You're
subscribers?
welcome, Kavita.
I know. You know what? I would never, Amber and I were talking about this. I would never want to be famous. That is scary. Seriously scary.
Yep.
I'm good with having a smaller channel. Less people look at me and want to judge me, and I feel, just better. Let's put it that.
I could see cancel culture coming for me if I got bigger.
Cancel culture needs to be canceled.
Agree.
Yeah.
And we all agree for 2020, buy cancel culture. Like,
Yeah, by
That,
Felicia. Like, whatever happened to Felicia? Like 2020 was all about Karen. Felicia needs to come back.
That's funny.
now
I hated all of that. Because you got to remember, there's a lot of Felicias out there. There's a lot of Karens out there that are not bad. And you guys just, not you guys, but just people in general took those names.
I think they said the male version is Kevin.
yeah, I like the boomer thing though. I'm not gonna lie. Only because I mean they say my generation, millennials and boomers constantly go at it, but we do. So
So talking about prophecies, do you want to like draw some cards for each other?
We can.
Thanks, Betsy. Sure. One card each.
Yeah.
One card for each person.
Okay.
Well, I don't have any, so draw for me.
So then we'll start with Carla. Let's read Carla
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Give it to her.
How about Carla? How about you get a word, like whatever word is coming to you?
Say that again, honey.
Like, what if Carla just got a word that came to her?
Okay. Let's give every person one word.
Yeah. We'll get it from the. Ooh.
Ooh, pretty.
Perfect.
So Ember, what do you have?
I have the Chariot.
I was joking, Betsy. I'm sorry if that did offend you, honey.
What word did you have, Carla? You showed something to the camera. Or you
I'm
didn't.
having a hard time hearing my audio is going bad or
Oh,
something.
sorry.
No,
I
that's
got the
not your fault.
Chariot. I got the Chariot card, and for me, this is like a really important card. It's you moving closer to your soul's desire. It's you in this reality, being pulled towards the direction of your soul, and moving every single day and every single moment towards that realization of that manifestation. So.
Well, that sounds good to me because I just, my question, my one word, I guess, would just be future.
Movement towards the future, directing that movement. I love it.
Yeah, that kind of goes with my card. I got the Fool, so the word that I got for you is pilgrimage.
Oh, and this word is direction or navigation. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I had 4 of Pentacles for you, and you were talking about money earlier and stuff. I think it'll be like a abundant type of energy you'll be moving into, especially with the Chariot and everything else. I think it'll be a nice abundant year. Maybe not even with money, but with abundance,
Yeah.
And sis, with you being a Libra, Queen of Air can be Libra. So I think just be your authentic self, authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Sounds good. Right on.
All right. Let's do Amber now. One word. Oh.
I've got the Hanged Man, and my word is observation.
I got the 7 of Air, 7 of Swords. So my word would be, oh gosh. I mean, I was going to say introspection, but no, that's not the right word. I want to be careful what I say here.
It's okay.
I can't just do one word. Don't
Yeah.
self-sabotage. Okay.
I'm sorry. Got everything all messed up here. I pulled the 9 of Cups, but I'm going to be honest, I have no clue what that means. I was trying to check in the book because I forgot. I'm really horrible with forgetting. But
Can I see the card? It looks beautiful.
sure. And I do
Nine is like the witch card,
that.
isn't it?
That is cool. Which deck is this?
The Santa Muerte deck. I don't know why I just felt like I
Oh.
wanted to pull it from there, but
Isn't the 9 of Cups like the wish?
Wish
Yeah.
fulfilled. Yeah.
it's almost like he's walking or riding into something new there, like about to step through a threshold,
Yeah.
move into
Oh.
The
something.
knight or the
like
9?
Night.
Knight.
Oh,
Oh,
9.
night. I thought you said 9.
I thought you said
yeah,
9.
I thought you said
Sorry. Night. That's kind of what I felt like without knowing the meaning, because that's kind of how I read the cards anyway. Like movement into, you're about to cross into something like bigger.
Yeah, I just see that as like more messages coming. More, expect more, because more is coming to you.
they're coming.
They're coming.
They're-
All right, Maria, one word.
Okay, for Maria, I got the Hermit. You were just talking about silence and listening.
Mhm.
You
And
know,
next year on my birthday, my birth card will be the Hermit. One of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm moving into
Perfect.
a Hermit year.
Very cool. So this is the year I think that you're going to become more of yourself then. If you're moving into a hermit, you're going to retreat into yourself, listen to yourself, and have that inner light shine so that people can actually see you. But this is going to be maybe a withdrawal so that you can project after, you know, because I always think of the sun goes together with the hermit, the 9 and the 19. So you're in that preparation.
Nice.
I got the Page of Pentacles, Page of Earth.
King
So-
of Cups.
Nice. So for me, I got something new. Something new, money-wise, or I see this as your tarot taking off. I do. New area of study is what it says, but it's not a new area of study, but it's a new way for you to be coming out, so to speak. So that's what I see. And
Love it.
and you got the King of Cups.
Oh, yep. I feel like following the Hermit, you're going to kind of go within and really look at emotional things and find like you're going to work things out emotionally, find out identifying feelings and emotions and working through them.
Yep. That sounds like me. Thank you.
All right, do me, guys.
Rachele.
It's terrible.
Wait, who is it now? Courtney?
Rachele. No,
Oh,
Cortney.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah,
Courtney.
okay, do Cortney.
Because I pulled one for Courtney. I'm like, wait, did I miss something? I got the 7 of Pentacles. I see that as change. So 7, I link up with the Chariot in direction, navigation, and I see a change in your direction. Taking what you have, and then all of a sudden, almost like knowing now. It's like, okay, I've gathered all this stuff and now I know which direction I'm going to take it. And then all of a sudden you're going to like, yeah, change course. Just like the lines in the card.
Sounds like me.
Yeah. But it's going to be good.
Awesome. Thank you.
I have the Page of Pentacles, and the word for you would be manifestation, growth and expansion, and yeah, manifestation.
Thank you. Oh, I
What
hope.
did you just get? The Eight of Pentacles?
Then the Page of Pentacles.
Oh, I got the Eight of Pentacles. So you're going to be working on that new skill and building it.
Wow.
It's good. Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
Right on.
Good confirmation, you know.
Oh, and it also says that your skilled work is going to be rewarded.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Will my pact finally come true? No.
All right.
Now, Rachele, right?
Beautiful cards, Maria.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that deck. So I have the Knight of Wands, and the word, like with the torch and the moon and everything, for me is illumination.
Ooh, I like it.
The sun.
Oh, that is so amazing.
Let's see if you can see. My green screen's playing with it, I think.
It is.
It looks cool though.
I looked like I had gold floating specks for earrings the other day because of it, and I liked it. But yeah, I see at the end of the tunnel, there's always that light, that luminescence there. You're following what makes you happy and makes you burn bright. And I think
Right on.
you're just going to keep getting brighter.
Thank you.
And for Rachele, I got the Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh.
I see in this, I mean, this is just a personal message to Rachele. Just notice that it's a circle, circles and different colors. And I see that everything that you've gone through and everything that you've experienced and all the challenges in this past year are just going to come full circle. And from that, you're going to have this major achievement, this creation. And I'm hoping that it's your deck.
Awesomeness. I'm hoping that too. Thank you.
Coming to fruition. I hope so.
Right on. Groovy. All right. Well, I think we have been on here and monopolized people's time more than enough. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Time flies when we have fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely.
We are going to be coming back on January 1st, the 5 of us. Have we talked about a time? Around the same time, 3 o'clock?
Sounds
Probably. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds
And
good.
we are going to be talking about starseed origins within your chart, within your birth charts, your astrological chart. So
Very cool.
thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
great.
everyone. Thank you, ladies, for having me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cheers.
Thank you.
we're-
Cheers.
Also-
Cheers to the
Yeah.
old year. We've made it. And
Cheers with
here's
my
to a new
tarot
and
card.
better one.
Cheers. Cheers to all of you. And thank you so much, everyone
I
that
drank
came
all
to
mine.
hang out with us.
Plus, I want to mention really quick, tomorrow night,
Tomorrow.
Carla and I are both going to be on Lavender Moon's channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time
Yes.
with Amber and her brother.
Yes. New Year's Eve special, siblings edition. You don't want to miss
Cool.
it. Paranormal hangout.
Awesome.
Yep.
Woohoo. We got
Can't
some
wait.
stories.
We want to
Cool.
hear those stories.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Love you
All right,
guys. Thank you for
everyone.
joining us.
Bye.
Lots of love
And
to
Happy
all
New
of you.
Year to everyone.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye.